From United Nations Television, this is UN in Action.
I never thought I would get out of prison and be free again. I just never thought that would happen.
28-year-old Rashida Kuki spent 18 months in jail for a crime she says she didn't commit. Rashida was born here, in one of the poorest regions in Tunisia, North Africa. Her family's poverty forced her, aged just 14, out of school and into the capital city, Tunis. She found a job as a maid with a wealthy, influential family, relatives of Tunisia's all-powerful then-president Ben Ali. But, like many domestic workers, Rashida was abused and exploited by her employers, who kept her imprisoned in this house.
I tried to run away and she called the police and they caught me. They took me to the police station and they started beating me with a stick.
Beat her with impunity. Isolated from contact with the outside world, Rashida couldn't stand life in that house any longer.
I thought to myself, life in jail is better than life in her house.
In a desperate plea for help, Rashida set fire to a small rug in the house, knowing she would be jailed, but preferring that prison to life in this household. But she was accused of trying to kill the family and was immediately arrested. Without any legal representation, Rashida was charged and sentenced to life imprisonment. Rashida and her family were not the only ones to suffer injustice. For decades, the Tunisians had lived under President Ben Ali's brutally repressive regime. Corruption was rampant, and many were living in grinding poverty. Tunisian people took to the streets demanding an end to the tyranny and sparking a wave of uprisings, which began in Tunisia in late 2010 and swept across the region. And in January 2011, Ben Ali was forced to flee, leaving the door open for the election of a transitional government and new hope for women like Rashida. Lawyer Hayat Jazar appealed to the interim president for the miscarriage of justice to be rectified.
The President of the Republic gave his pardon, and Rashida was set free on the 25th of July 2012.
But although Rashida is now free, the struggle for many women is far from over. And to make sure that women's rights are also fully protected, the Association of Tunisian Democratic Women, or ATFD, with funding from the United Nations Democracy Fund, has set up a monitoring center to detect exactly the kind of discrimination Rashida suffered. Halima Jouini is a member of ATFD.
This monitoring center is very, very important for us, so that women have the same equal opportunities. Because without equal opportunities in education and in work, and without a decent salary and working conditions, you can't say that there's true freedom and that we are all full citizens.
And Rashida, now that she is free, also hopes to become a full citizen in the new Tunisia.
I want to get a job and work. I want to do things I couldn't do before. I want to help my family have the best life ever.
This report was produced by Jill Fickling for the United Nations.